intro. Well, we start new competition, European competition. That is always a big scenario, big motivation for everybody. Very important match for players, very important match for the club, very important match for our fans that they always have the big expectations on our performance. So we are full motivated and plenty of illusion to try to start this phase of groups in UEFA Conference League the best way as possible, and we go to Armenia to try to get a win in a pitch and against a team that we are sure that is going to be tough, because we are going to face a very good opponent with good players, with good patterns, and for sure, like always in football, we will face a difficult match, but we will try to prepare ourselves. We are in this way to prepare ourselves to try to perform best as possible, to try to avoid the strengths that our opponents have, and to try to use our strong points.
Thank you, coach. Evo, Stjepane, nekoliko uvodnih riječi, kreće Europa.
Dobro jutro svima. Jeste, evo, kreće Europa. Čeka nas sigurno jedna zahtjevna i teška utakmica u Armeniji. Situacija nije bajna za nas, ali evo, mislim da ćemo dočekati utakmicu spremni i idemo po 3 boda u Armeniju.
Hvala, Stjepane. Može pitanje?
Može. Coach, good morning.
Morning.
Maybe a few words more about the opponent. What style of play?
Yeah, this is a team that they like. First of all, they are very good adapt to their pitch. Their pitch is a place where it's usually to play with extreme winds, and they have set pieces. Not only set pieces, also during the style of playing, they have movements already fixed to take advantage of this extra difficult that normally happen in windy days. So they are a team that they like to carry the ball. It's a team that they combine the use of long balls, especially when there is the wind, with good possession. They have quality players. They are playing in a formation 4-3-3. And then with these patterns, that the teams that they play in the 4-3-3, they are common, no? The 2 inside midfielders, 1 striker, offensive wingers. So the reference of the number 6. We have the full analysis of our opponents, because we have very good analysis in the team. We go deep there to try to prepare our defensive phase to avoid their strengths, and also to prepare our phase of attack to take advantage of the situations we want to create to score goals. That this is the key at the end to win games. So we hope we can create a lot of very good number of chances, quality chances, and take advantage of the chances.
Score. You do create chances, but yeah. Yes, the scoring was a problem last night. Okay,
but you know, normally the stats shows you picture in the present, but in the long term, at the end, these kind of stats bring you to the normal situation. That is, now we are in this unbalanced situation that you create a lot of chances but you don't score. In the long term, you continue creating many chances. At the end, you're going to be there in this ratio, this around 10% of conversion of the chances that you create. Now we are very down of that, but normally the teams are there. The teams that they are over this 10% are the good teams, the top teams, more quality players, more quality or more precision, better percentage in the conversion. But normally we have to be there. So in the long term we will be there, and we will try to be also in good numbers.
Players, you cannot count on booked players, injuries.
Well, we have today we have to check Chop, because he had problems in his knee in the last match against Istra, and today we have to check what he's able to do, what not. Also, there were some issues with Rukavina in the warm-up. We made tests yesterday. It seems that there is nothing serious, but also we have to check them, and then we have Mastorovic out for the Cats and for the ban. And the players that they are still in the process from recovery, I think, is Krajlach and Skoric.
Vignato is good, okay, ready to play.
Yes, now he recovered from the problems he had physically for the last match.
Majstorović, Majstorović can. During this week, between two matches, did you see because after the last match I talked off and off the record with many players, and despite that results are not up to the expectations, I see confidence in them, confidence in the work they do, in your idea of football. They are very optimistic, at least verbally. Do you see that during your training? Yeah.
Yes, we work on that, and for that reason, when I talk to you that I have very good feelings with the team is because every day in the trainings we feel this, we work together to build the confidence. There are no pills to give to the players, or we can go to the pharmacy to buy pills for confidence. We have to work this together. There is a part that is individual, there is a part that is also from the coach's side, and we are working on that together. And when you don't get the results that you look for, normally the confidence get impact. But we were there. The important thing is not just to focus in the final result, it's to focus in what you are doing, to have the capacity, the realistic capacity to make good analysis, realistic analysis, to see the problems, to identify the points you can learn and work on that. Here there is a player, an example that can confirm that all the work we do here with the analysis, and here we say each other the truth. When we make mistakes, we talk about the mistakes, but not to point to name guilty anyone, just to learn. Everybody we can learn. The mistakes are part of the process. And I tell to the players, I don't know any player, any big player that is able to play without mistakes. So the important thing is to learn from the mistakes and to try to do the less mistakes as possible, and the smaller one. We improved this in the last match a lot, because we came from a match where we make big mistakes and we pay the bill. But now, in the last match, in a very tough match, a difficult moment, difficult match, where it's used to make many mistakes, we control this and we play very serious, very focused, and satisfied for this progression. And all this builds confidence. That is your question. All this analysis builds confidence. I'm sure that the good results are about to come.
It must be a good feeling to come to a new club in the middle of the season, and immediately after a few weeks you can feel that you have this confidence of players. Every single player said, yes, we believe, we are working very good, and we believe in what we do.
This is on our side. We have to work on that. Of course, for coaches, best scenario is to start the season in pre-season, where you have a period of time, normally 5 weeks, 6 weeks, something around there, to develop all this. If it's a new project, you have this time to start to set your foundations. You start to meet the players personally, not only in their skills that you know from watching them by video. And this part is very important, because then you are not working under the stress of the results. You have a longer period to prepare the team physically. That is very important, the fitness condition. So you set many of the things that you are going to work during the whole season in the microcycles with the competition. That is very different, the two environments, very, very different. But this is not the life of the coach, it's the perfect life. We know that the life of the coaches is very stressed, it's high volatile environments, and the most of the times we take our job in the middle of a season during the competition period, and because of bad results, bad moments, and then we have to analyze what are the circumstances and what are the issues that they are creating the bad results, and we have to work on find the solutions. It is not the same with this, when the competition is in the middle, you cannot train the same because you have to prepare match continuously. But we have our plans and we have to adapt to that. Maybe lead teams, it takes a little bit longer, because in the meantime you are preparing the team to improve physically, to improve tactically, to improve the confidence. You have the impact for the competition every 3 days, but this is nice to have. During my whole career, I was used to play in this environment, in between international competition, weekend league, cup. So we are used to that, and if you face this like a gift, that we are in a profession that is like a gift for us. We like this pressure and we like this stress life. We will make it for sure.
Cherish the challenge. Challenge is motivating.
Yes, of course, and the big motivation also, I said to the players, and I used during my whole career, is to try to improve yourself. So you, till this point, you have get something as a player, perfect, but you can get always more. So push yourself to try to be a better player every week, show in the matches, and that will bring you the opportunity also to get better awards in all the meaning. Awards in your club, awards for your family, awards for your future. So this is the way to have this mentality. And I have to say thank you to the players, because this answer is linked to your question about how it's possible the players feel this confidence in the moment that we are not getting the results that we want. And I say thank you to the players, because they are believing, they are working very hard, and they make at the same time with this behavior, they make us to believe on them.
Pitanje za Stjepana. Sami ste rekli, situacija nije bajna, pa nećemo kopati sad po starim utakmicama. Ono što mene zanima je, lopta je okrugla, poklopi se nekoliko utakmica gdje pokupimo svu sreću ovog svijeta, poklopi se neke stvari gdje nekako baš ne ide. Zanima me situaciju u slačionici, postoji li među vama seniorima neka snaga koja će malo onako podviknuti, lupit šakom u stol i reći, pa mi smo prvaci Hrvatske, mi smo pobjednici kupa, pa ne možemo mi biti tu sada gdje jesmo trenutno, jeli, na tablici. U Shelbourne je bio jedna prekretnica, može li evropski prvi nastup biti isto tako neka prekretnica?
Pa evo, prvo ja se nadam da će ova utakmica biti ta prekretnica. Očekuje nas naravno taj Noahe, potpuno drugačija situacija nego u ligi. Mislim da je Europa pitanje za sebe. To je vrlo važna utakmica za sve nas, kao što je trener rekao. Mi evo stvarno u slačionici iz dana u dan se trudimo da pričamo, da komuniciramo između sebe, da se pokušamo još više zbližiti, jer mislim da samo tako možemo prema naprijed. Mislim da stvarno evo sve pokušavamo da se vratimo na te pobjedničke staze, jer mogu reći da se ni mi nismo navikli viđati u ovakvoj situaciji, da je potpuno novo za nas. Kažem još jednom, mi pokušavamo iz dana u dan da pričamo sa mlađim igračima, između sebe, općenito svi, da se što prije izvučemo iz ove situacije i kažem, nadam se da će to biti ova utakmica.
Good morning. Question for the coach.
Good morning.
After a series of bad results, we usually say that, oh, this coach, this chair is shaking, rocking. What are your relations with the management, and how much credit do you think you have? You sound very optimistic and steady, stubborn.
Very good relationship. Very good relationship. I feel full confidence with them.
You talked about mistakes. Did you actually detect the problem? Where it comes from? Is it from lacking of motivation, or because obviously it's not a technical matter? Did you really detect the problem?
First of all, we talk here, and I am the one that make mistakes. This is also something important to share, because I said this to my players. I like to be the example of the things that I demand from my players. I like to show that I am high demanding on me, so also I am the first making mistakes. And the point, as I said before, for me is not the mistake. The point is to learn from the mistake. We talk about mistakes and we talk about solutions. That's the part of the job I like the most, because through the analysis, the deep analysis we do of our trainings, of our matches, we find always points. Sometimes are mistakes, sometimes are good things, but everything is susceptible to improve. And this is our target. This is my aim as coach, to try to improve continuously the players and also myself. So this is the way. No, I don't like also to continue talk about mistakes. There is a moment to talk about mistakes. That is the moment of the analysis. When finish the analysis, finish to talk about mistakes, because we finish this point with the lessons and with the solutions, and then we go into the practice to improve. This is the process.
Well, Rijeka, you came after a double success, double crown. How do you cope with this burden? It must be a burden for you after this success.
Sports is a high competitive environment, like many other parts in life, but with the specificity that here there is no long term. So what you have done yesterday is finished. Then you have a new match. If we talk about seasons, imagine what we did the last match, now is the past, we took the lessons, and then we go to face the next one, full focus in the next one. So we cannot be focusing or losing our time in previous years. The last one was amazing, successful with the double title for the team, but previous one also in the history of the club there were successful years, and there were others that were not successful, but this is not the point, because also that were different squads. Also the squad from the previous season is different to this one, because there are many number of new players, and then also the players that they stay from the previous season this year, they are different, because they come from different scenario. It's not the same when you come from no win that when you come from win. You have to work also there and find a new motivation. I know perfectly, because I was last season also in another Balkan league like is Slovenia, and we were successfully here also winning the league and being very successful in Europe competition with the best performance for the club in the history. But always do try to find new motivation for you and for your players, and this is part also of the process to win again. This is what I said in my first day. It's not about to win, it's about to win again. This is the most difficult, and we are working on that, of course.
One more question. You go to Armenia. According to the bookies, they are in slight advantage. With what attitude do you go there?
With the attitude to try to win. Yes, and I'm positive, because we trust our capacities, but always respecting our opponents, because we all know that in football every match is a kind of battle, that you need to do your things, your weapons. You have to use well your weapons in a good level of performance to be able to win, and also there are the weapons that the other team has that you have to try to avoid they can use in a good way against you. So this is the aim. We prepare the match.
But will you attack from the start or be cautious?
Football match is a very complex game. It's not only how you start, it's all. You can start good and you can lose the game. You can start bad and you can win the game. 90 minutes plus injury time are time for many things. You have to be able to play all the kind of small matches that there are inside of the match. It's not only ball in play, also there are the set pieces game. We focus a lot in the set pieces because it's another game inside of the game, and we want to win all these games. The duels is the final. If we go detail till the late detail, till the finest detail, the duels between players, this is the unit of the competition. If you beat your duel, you are closer to win your game. And nowadays, if you see the stats, those teams that are able to have better stats in the duels are closer always to the wins.
Radelja, prošle sezone si nekoliko puta igrao, ono što se kaže, i sa pola noge i sa jednom nogom, poznat si po tome. Sad je došla ta pauza, vjerojatno naplatu, teški ritmovi, zahtjevne utakmice, reprezentacija. Kako se sad osjećaš? Jesi na 100%?
Pa tako je, bilo je stvarno dosta utakmica i evo, taj posljednji trening pred Austriju osjetio sam zadnju ložu, ali nije ništa strašno, bilo nekih 15 dana pauze, tako da sad sam spreman, 100% sam i tu sam na raspolaganju.
Tvoje impresije o novom načinu igre, da li je još uvijek se adaptirate na to, ili ste već usvojili sve zahtjeve nove?
Pa znamo šta šef očekuje od nas, znamo taktički kako trebamo izgledati, tako da sitnice još tu nedostaju, ali mislim da se evo dižemo. Posljednja utakmica je bila dosta dobra. Dosta je važno da obrambeno izgledamo dobro, jer posljednjih utakmica to je bio najveći problem. Tako da mislim da moramo, pa hajmo reći, igrati kao prošle godine gdje smo stvarno od napada do odbrane svi igrali tu fazu gdje smo teško primali golove. Mislim da je to najbitnije isto sada, a sve ostalo će doći. Mislim da napadački to dosta izgleda dobro. Mislim, naravno da ne zabijamo, ali mislim da će i to doći, tako da znamo što šef očekuje od nas i sigurno da će to izgledati sve bolje i bolje.
Jesi samo pravo kad sam dojma da sad igramo nešto otvoreni nogomet i koliko vam obrani to odgovara?
Pa odgovara. Mislim da u današnje vrijeme da se mora igrati tako da sigurno da odgovara svima. Evo, momci stvarno svi imaju riječi hvale za ovo što sada radimo, tako da sigurno da će i nazad biti više prostora za protivničke igrače, ali mislim kroz komunikaciju i kroz tu, ajmo reći, 90 minuta da budemo u utakmici, mislim da će to sve biti dobro i da samo je pitanje vremena kad ćemo preokrenuti na našu stranu i nadam se evo da će Noahe biti ta prekretnica.
Victor, you said when you arrived that one of the things that should be improved is fitness. Do you see improvement in that field?
Yes, yes. This also is a point that is more in a long term than in a short term. You cannot change physically immediately because to improve you need to train properly, and to train properly you need a space to train and to rest. And when you have the competition every week, every 3 days, the gap to make the proper trains to improve the fitness is not the same that when you have more time. So for that reason, again, I come back to the precision moment that is very, very important for this point. But of course, we are doing and we are improving. We check the numbers every match, and also we have in our plan during the next Greg to make some tests, because for me this is very important. We don't have the minimum information about the key points in fitness condition for the players that are speed, potential speed, maximum speed and endurance. We want to test the players to know what is the realistic starting point they have now to try to improve. Because nowadays with the science we have in fitness condition coaches, we can get the measurement for everything. We make the measurement in the trainings, we make the measurement in the matches, but we need also the information about what are the numbers for the players to know where is the limit we want to push to improve. So we will work on that for sure.
Because in both last two games, at least my impression was first half an hour clearly dominant, clearly better team, and then just slight downfall.
Okay, because
physically.
This is all the matches drop in the level of fitness. If you pay attention to this, after first 25-30 minutes, all the teams drop a little bit because it's normal. You get into the fatigue moment. And those teams that are in better fitness condition because they have better preparation, and also there are skills, individual skills from the players, they have more capacity to drop less. And this is the point. But everybody drops because it's the fatigue there. After 30 minutes, running, fighting, sprinting, jumping, with high demanding how is football, everybody drops. But we want that our team drops less than our opponents, that this is the advantage. Then in these last minutes of every half, you will get more dominant and you will have more opportunities to win games.
Maybe it's time for a little luck. I think Rijeka deserves it. Everybody works hard. Improvements are visible. Everybody notices them. I think you deserve the luck. Do you think this is the game? Or hope that this is the game, that the luck, many balls that should go into the net didn't go into the net?
I prefer that our players got the luck. Especially when we create a lot of chances and we put the ball out. with this final touch. So this is my point. In the 4 games we have played, we have 1 win, one defeat, and 2 draws. But it has been clear through the stats that we have been very close to win the 4 games. Very close through the number of chances we have created, much more than our opponents. So this is the lack I trust in the long term. These kind of games, there is the point that come to your side instead of coming to the draw or coming to the defeat. So luck for the players that they are the ones that they play, and hopefully they can kick this final touch in between the goalpost.
When I say you, I mean everybody.
Yeah.
Players, team, and everybody.